So we have a late winter snowstorm. Us Oregonians don't do super well with cold, especially this late. We're ready for spring. We're already outside planting and doing all the things, so it's one of those things where we have to just adjust, pull up our britches, and accept it that this is Mother Nature, and yes, we do have snow late in the season. Well, I'm in my studio working on the wedding. This weekend I have the wedding and then 2 other events. One is for a wine, I guess it's like a wine judging for Chardonnay. And so it's at a really nice hotel, and then we've got a stage where they have the judges, and then there's some tasting tables. So they're kind of simple arrangements, other than the stage arrangements are kind of big. The wedding is really unique because it's like the jeweled tones that I was talking about, and I have the candles that I had to jimmy rig into place because I wanted to keep it eco-friendly. So I think it's coming along really well. I have the first of the greenery in, so I have some huck. I have some huck in, and I just picked that up at the wholesaler. This is a jeweled tone wedding, and the only thing we really have here on the farm is the anemones. So we do have some greenery that we could use, but I decided not to, just because I'm by myself, and we do have the 3 big designs plus our weekly orders going out this week. And as you can see behind me, it is snowing. This is late for us here in Oregon. We normally are done and on to spring by now, but we're having a late winter freeze. I think tonight it's supposed to get down to 19 degrees, and so I'm trying to keep the studio warm. That's why I'm standing outside. I've got the heater going, and it makes a lot of noise, so I thought it's easier for me to just chat with you here on the front porch of the studio and kind of tell you what I'm doing, and then kind of show you what I'm doing as I go along. So anyways, here you go. So on the snowy day, I am working on a wedding, and this wedding wanted candles, and what I wanted to do is do eco-friendly holders instead of oasis in it. So I have my chicken wire down here, I have a candle holder, and then I have some tape holding this all together. Plus I kind of have it rigged in here, you can't see it, with security so that these will not topple over once I get all of the greenery in. So I just wanted to check it out. These are battery operated because the place that they're going to be at will not allow real candles. So I think it will be really cool once we get them all in and done. But these are really, really fun. This is kind of it's kind of a jeweled tone wedding. It's February, and they wanted it very, very moody. And so we have the black vases and then the black candles, and these will start flickering once they get a little bit warmer. So I'm inside on this snowy day. It's really cold out, and I'm just working on the mechanics of getting this ready to go, and then I'll head out to my studio and finish putting together the greenery. So my second element is going to be this Agnes. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's beautiful, deep, deep purple. And it does not grow here. I got this again at the market, but it's going to give it like that much moody, that big moody feel that I'm looking for. So this is going to go in next. So next I'm going to add in some of this beautiful stock. It smells so spicy and sweet. It's gorgeous. This is kind of a deep purple. It's one that we grow as well, but obviously ours is not in season yet, but this is grown in California, so we try and get as local as possible, or within the United States when we're ordering in things. Not everything in this wedding is, because it is February and it is really hard to get everything that we're looking for. So in this arrangement, we are going to be using some black bouquets, which are a red rose that have kind of a black tinge to the outside of it. Then we also have some like a lighter purple wax flower, and then we have some anemones that were grown here. They're the panda anemones, or the blush ones. And then what else do I have in it? I think that's it. It's pretty simple, but it is stunning. I love it. It's definitely moody. That's what the bride asked for. She wanted it very edgy and moody, and it's definitely not a blush wedding. So anyways, this stock is stunning. I'm going to go pop it into the arrangements and then show you what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what I ended up with. I think it turned out absolutely stunning, and tomorrow I'm excited because the space is really white and tons of windows. It's a historic building. But what we did, this is one of the flowers I forgot to say that I put in, but I put in some of this blue thistle and also some of the anemones from the greenhouse. But that rose is the black bouquet. It's hard to see in this light, but it's kind of a deep color, and against this purple, I don't know, you guys, I think it's beautiful. We'll see it put together tomorrow, and you'll get kind of a better look of my vision for this design. I feel a little bit rusty jumping back into weddings, but yeah, this is kind of cool. So now all I have to do is go around and kind of tidy up the edges where the tape kind of comes over. So I'm just going to pop in some greens there, and then these will be done. And I'm on to the next little bit here, which is going to be the 2 stage arrangements. And then I have a bar arrangement and a welcome arrangement. And then I'll be done for the night. Well, good morning. It is early. Well, not as early as I normally wake up, but I'm heading out to the vineyard, which is going to be doing, well, actually it's a hotel. It's a very fancy hotel. So I'm heading out early this morning to get that set up because I have the wedding to set up as well later this afternoon. So this is a Chardonnay judging kind of thing. I should look it up because it's a big deal apparently. I'm not in the wine world, so I don't, well, not 100%. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm rambling. But I, my son is going to school for viticulture as well. And he is learning all about this kind of stuff. So I think eventually I'll probably learn what all these things are, but it's a huge deal. It's kind of where they're judging the Chardonnay. So anyways, but it is bitter cold this morning. Us Oregonians are not used to this. I think it's a wind chill factor of 17. Yeah, so I'm hoping everything survived this cold. We've had 2 really cold days. The gardens are just, they're all bent over. But yesterday it was about a little bit warmer the other night, and everything bounced back beautiful during the day. We're supposed to start warming up today, which is a good thing because I don't like this at all. I don't know how you guys do it. I guess you get acclimated to it. I don't know. We have a beautiful sunrise. You can kind of see through the lens there. We still have a little bit of snow kind of scattered. It's really pretty because I love that brightness that the snow has. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I did for the the Allison Inn in Newburgh. It's a really simple design because that's what they wanted. They wanted something really, really cash, which worked for me because I have this big wedding to do by myself, and then I have another event on Sunday, which is just 10 table centerpieces for a celebration of life. So this is what I did. So we kept it really clean and simple. I'm not in love with this design, but we have kind of a more modern vase with kind of a peach rose. This is just a spray rose, and then just a little bit of kind of a fluffier peachy flower that I found locally. And then I have this beautiful greenery that we cut. I was thinking, okay, and here's tulips. So this is in the big ones. These are going to go on the judging stages, I guess. So I've done this event for about 3 or 4 years now, and it's just kind of a corporate type style, and so you can't get too fancy, and you can't have anything that smells, so everything is non-fragrant. Now you can see here, this is just some blooming plum, basically. The black stem is really pretty, and then these, as the day goes on, will start opening up really, really nicely as well, kind of a pink color. But again, a really clean modern vase. Simple. I think we have some alstroemeria that's white. It's got kind of a peach undertone to it, and then the peach roses, and then some double tulips, which will open as well. We've been heating our space with a little buddy heater, which is nice because it's got a little bit of ventilation in here, and then it's just keeping flowers and everything alive. Just checking on everything. We've got a little heater going in the cooler as well. That's just keeping all these baby plants alive. They're looking beautiful, you guys. This is for the hanging baskets, the bougie baskets that we're going to be doing this year. So it's new for me, and I'm looking forward to doing it. So I got to get these all potted up in the next couple days because I'm leaving to Ontario, Canada to do a wedding there for my sister's daughter, basically. So I'm going to help with that. So anyways, everything's looking good in here. I'll check the greenhouses when I get back from delivering. Well, no one was here, and that's kind of typical sometimes when we're doing these events. They tell you to show up at 9 o'clock, and we're here, but no one else is. So I just left everything for them, and I hope they like it. They have for many years. We've worked on this event with them for about 5 years. So I think it'll turn out pretty. I like the peach and everything in the room. Well, it's turned out to be an absolutely beautiful day, and I'm just tucking myself back into the studio after delivering and getting the rest of the wedding ready to go. That's actually going out tomorrow morning, and then I just have another little celebration of life to get ready tomorrow as well, or for tomorrow. So here is what I did for the boutonnieres. So I'm getting ready to do the cuffs, and this is what I'm using. It's just from Jan's Jewelers. I'll link them below. This is, I think, the 1/4 inch just wristlet corsage that we make. I love using these. This is kind of a staple that we have here on the farm. So anyways, I need 3 of these, and then I'm on to the bouquets. So I love how this turned out. We have the panda anemones. These are the blush panda anemones. And then There's some deep, deep, dark ranunculus right here, blue anemone, some blue thistle, some wax flower, some dark purple stalk that's filling it out really well. And then I'm just loving these tulips here that are just kind of a double tulip that are kind of a creamy. So the idea is they wanted something kind of moody and just kind of rich in jewel tone. The other thing I'm really liking is the ribbon. So she wanted something really simple, but kind of, again, kind of that moody feel to it. So this is just a velvet, and then I found this really pretty kind of lacy look to it. Look at that, isn't that fun? So that's just kind of tucked up pretty short in this. And yeah, it's hard to do by myself. I'm missing the girls today, so anyways, I'm loving how this looks, and I'm on to the one. I have one little tiny bouquet to make yet, and then here is the corsages. I just hung it on my plastic here. So I think I'm gonna have some of those blue anemones. I might pop that on there just to or no, I know what I was gonna do. I was gonna do some of the thistle. So I was just gonna pop a little bit of this thistle onto these as well, and I think that's gonna bring that blue in that she loves, just a little pop of blue. But aren't those pretty? So I'm loving these wristlets. I like how simple they are. So just again, some stalk, a anemone, some foliage on there, and we just use cold glue to glue that on with. And I'll pop on those last little bits of thistle onto that, and I think that's going to be finished. But yeah, super pretty. Love the way the bouquet turned out. I like those rich colors. Tell me what you think. Do you like the traditional blush and white, or do you like this moody? I mean, this is kind of fun. I'm thinking. I enjoyed making that. Obviously, I got a huge mess in here. So I have one last design to do, and this is for the memorial. So I've got these cute little vases. Actually, they're kind of elegant, and they're just gonna be filled with this palette. It's a little different than what I've been doing, so it's gonna be a nice change. So we had the moody palette. We had the like more sleek, modern feel of the peach design that went out this morning to the Allison Inn. And then this is the other one that we're doing. So it's hard to see in this light because the sun's starting to set, but I went from kind of an orangey color to white to a beautiful like red, a little pop of red. And then we have some anemones down there that are going to be white/red. And then we have some Dusty Miller that I got from the greenhouse. And then I'm pulling in this black Bacarda and then some Pieris, which smells amazing. So it's, again, a little bit of white with a touch of orange. So I think it's going to be really, really pretty when it's all done with that gold vase. Let me grab it. So kind of elegant against that color palette. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anyways, let me know which design you like. I'm going to get working on this one, and I'll show you the end result. And oh yeah, here's the last. I had a few of these anemones. I popped them into the little wristlet corsages, and then I had some of those thistles that I put in. I think that's cute. And yeah, it's all done. So I wanted to just quickly show you just the foliage. And so I've got the Dusty Miller, which is, I grow this year round in the greenhouse, which is a great foliage to have. And then the Pieris starts to bloom for us. Now I know in colder climates you cannot grow Pieris, and there's several different varieties. I love this. If you're in, I think it's a pretty tight zone, but I know we're in zone 8, so we can grow all the Pierises, and they are absolutely stunning. They smell like honey, beautiful. So now I'm gonna head on to the flowers and the design work of it, but just alone, like just that is just gorgeous, don't you think? I mean, that's stunning. So I just added in the rose there, and that's pretty low down. This is a pretty traditional look, but if you were doing something on a really tight budget, I mean, it's 3 pieces of Dusty Miller, 3 pieces of this Pieris, and then 1 single rose in this pretty small vase. you could do something really, really simple, and that would be gorgeous. Like if you were having a luncheon or something like that, you could vary that color of rose. You could do all different colors, or even the focal flower. I think you could change that out. But we're going to continue on and make this much more voluptuous. So I just added in 2 of the white tulips to it. And again, you could pause it right here if you wanted to, but we're going to keep going. Okay, I'm getting tired now. But so I put the anemones in. Those will open beautiful tomorrow. I'm going to add in just a little bit more foliage tomorrow. But for now, I'm just like any artwork, you kind of want to walk away sometimes. So I have finished all 3, my triple design weekend. So far, I've just got little details to do. So got to deliver the wedding. This is the memorial. And then what else? Oh, so I was going to show you. This is what the anemones will open up. Just beautiful to the center there. There's several others that are kind of opening. They've been sitting here in the little warmer atmosphere. Anyways, I got to clean up my huge mess now and then go in for dinner. And then tomorrow I'll readdress this. Okay, so it's the next day, and I've had time to let my mind kind of rest on the designs that we have. When you have so many going at one time, it sometimes you just get a little bit like, not overwhelmed, but you just need to step back for a moment from what you're designing and doing. So the gal that's picking up the memorial or the celebration of life little arrangements, she's on her way out. I just put some finishing touches, and I wanted to show you really quick what I did so that you can, I don't know, it's just really simple and sweet. I think it turned out really good. So this is what I ended up doing. So some of these I had to go through. I don't know if it's the cold, but some of the bells from the Pieris were shedding a little bit. So I went through and kind of cleaned that up, added in some fresh and new. They do that sometimes. But what else I added was just a little touch of eucalyptus. So we've got the anemones, the single rose. I think that's cute. I'm going to take it outside so you can see a little bit better in the light. So yeah, it's just a really, really simple classic. This is for an elderly lady, I believe. And so I love how feminine this looks. Not wedding, not wedding-ish, but still you could use it for a wedding, I guess, but still very beautiful. And I think when those anemones open up, when it gets a little bit warmer today in the event center, those are going to be black in the center and just really pretty with the 2 tulips kind of jutting off the side, complementing that Pieris. Isn't that beautiful though? Okay, so that is what I ended up with. Stretch my arm. Okay. So we're just getting everything loaded up to head out. It just started snowing. Actually, it's kind of sleeting, but kind of on trend for the week. I'm not forgetting my little battery operated for the candles, the little remote. So I'm putting it in my box, and I've done my checklist, and we're gonna go. So we're here at the McMinnville Grand Ballroom, which is an historic building. And I'm just setting up the front area where they're getting married. These are just 2 simple arrangements that we're just adding some of this plum to, kind of moody looking, but I'm loving how everything's turning out and it's looking great. I'm just going to give you a quick tour around and show you kind of what we've done. Okay, 3rd wedding and design done, set up. I think Jay and I are going to run over and grab Braden some pizza. And what else are we doing, Jay?
I'm going to grab a piece of pizza too.
You are? Oh, I'm not. It's not on my diet. But I can grab some other things to eat, maybe salad or something. Okay, so I think it went really well, don't you?
Yeah.
I love McMinnville. I love people, just good people. Anyways, okay, well that's a wrap. So until next time, much success in all you do and grow, and we will be seeing you shortly back here at Crowley House, or back at Crowley House again very soon. Until then, bye-bye.